Yo, what up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I realized I didn't have a proper introduction the first time, so I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Bea. It is spelled like Bella, but it's in Spanish. I'm going to be showing you how I do my everyday makeup. This is basically the only look I wear no matter where I go, no matter how fancy the event is or how chill the night's going to be or whatever. This is kind of the only look I like to go with because I'm very specific on like the way I like to do my own makeup. I don't really like a lot of eyeshadow. I wouldn't say it's natural, but it's, you know, you'll see. So if you're interested, keep on watching. All right, we're gonna start with brows. You can see they're a little sparse, so I like to fill them in, but I do like to fill them in pretty natural. So what I use is this e.l.f. liquid liner. This guy right here, and it's just a jet black. Let me show you the brush. I use very little product. The brush is like super tiny, you can see that, and it's flat. So I'm just creating hair-like strokes, and again, I don't use a lot of product. It's jet black, so you don't want it to look crazy. I picked a bad day to do this because my eyebrows are so hairy at the moment. I like to go right up here because I'm missing some hair there. You know, when you're younger, you over tweeze, and that's kind of what I did. But you can already see all of this hair right here. This is all fake. You can see the difference between the two. Okay, so I'm gonna carve out my brows with the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation in the color Medium 54, mixed with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the color M27 Warm. I'm just gonna use a little bit of product and just using a flat concealer brush. I don't know where this one's from. I've had it for a really long time. I wanna say maybe it's Crown. And I actually really like this brush because it is super flat, so I can get right in, you know, right under here and make it very crisp. I'm just gonna blend that down, you know, nothing fancy. And what I like to do is also go in right on top of the brow here. I haven't broke out in a really long time, and for some reason last night, or actually I woke up with these two zits here. I don't know what's happening. I think it's this heat. I'm acne prone as it is, and then with this heat and it's just, this valley heat is crazy. All right, just like so. I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion Eye Primer. Just going in with that. I don't like to wear eyeshadow, but I still like to put this on there just so I won't have oily lids throughout the day because I am an oily gal. So just with my fingers blending that out. All right, and with whatever's left on the back of my hand for carving my brows, I'm actually gonna take my beauty blender and some of this Mario Badescu facial spray. It's the one with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. Just spraying a little bit of that on here, and ooh, and taking some of that foundation and concealer mixture from the back of my hand and just going right over my eyelids like so. And this gives you like a really good, you know, just a good base, because we all have those little veins on our eyelids. And I'm gonna take my Kat Von D translucent powder and set my eyelids with that. Using the same beauty blender, I'm just gonna go in and get a little bit of that and set them. You always want to set anything that's cream or liquid, or at least I do, because it does move around, and you know, you don't have to, if you do like the dewy look, you don't have to set it as much. Like, you don't have to bake. I know a lot of people like to hella bake their foundation. I personally don't like that look. Taking a big fluffy brush like this, I'm gonna This is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name, but I don't know. Any fluffy brush will work. Just dusting that off. All right, with the same fluffy brush, I'm gonna go in with this Ben Nye eyeshadow in the name Cork. Why isn't it focusing? All right, so I'm gonna go in with this Ben Nye Cork eyeshadow, and it's this color here. That one I'm just gonna pop in my lid, just so it can give a little more dimension, because you know, I took all of that out with the foundation. You know, nothing crazy, literally just popping it in there. All right, pretty simple, right? Now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. I've been using this Milani Stay Put Matte Liquid Liner. I just picked up whatever was available. It does the job. Oh my gosh, I have a garage right downstairs, and you can hear everything when, you know, when the cars are starting up and everything. It's really annoying. So that's what you hear. If you can hear that, that's what it is. All right, so notice how I kind of kept it more round here, kind of swooped it up a little bit. That's because I like to keep my eye looking more round. Just kind of give that illusion so you can tell like between the two, you know, rather than just kind of keeping it flat or making it longer this way. I already have eyes like that. My eyes are already pretty much like almond shaped. So personally on myself, I don't like to elongate it more than it already is. Okay, this car. So I like to kind of just swoop it up. Oh, not on camera. All right, I like to just swoop it up here, like so, and just bring it back down. Not too close. I still like a thick eyeliner. All right, I'm gonna pop on some lashes. My go-to lash, my everyday lash, my special event lash, my everything lash is the Ardell number 600. They look a little like these. These are used, so don't mind the mascara on there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on. I will be right back. Let's see the lashes. They're not super natural, but also not super dramatic, which is what I like to go with. And this is my daily look. Onto my face. We are using the Supergoop matte screen. It's basically sunscreen and where is it? All right, it's basically sunscreen and oh my god, what is it called? Primer. I really love this stuff. It kind of looks like this. So I don't take very much, just like so. I like to apply that all over, especially my T-zone. I mean, it is a sunscreen, so I do go, you know, basically all over my face, but oh my god, I don't know who's out there, but they're being so loud. For my foundation, I actually use two. It's gonna be the Kat Von D True Portrait foundation, and I mix both colors, medium 54 and 1060. But before we go in with that, I actually want to show you what I mixed in with my foundation. I use the Ben Nye, it's like a cream. It's a cream color. It's the Ben Nye Golden Yellow. I don't think that's gonna focus. Yeah, it's the Ben Nye Golden Yellow. It looks like that, and it's a cream. I actually like to mix that in with my foundation, just because it is a little red, and I am very yellow. Like, my complexion is very yellow and very, very green undertones. So I actually like to literally put yellow into my foundation. It's not like a primary yellow, of course, but it's like that. that. That was the tan. I use more of that one. And then I go in with just a tad of the medium. And I'm using the Anastasia A30 foundation brush. It looks like that. Has a nice flat dome. I love this brush. So just go ahead and mix those together. I do also like to stay away from the hairline. I don't go all the way up here. I know some people do, but I kind of avoid it. I mean, I don't really need coverage up there. And plus, I still use like a bronzer to contour, and all of that is basically what's gonna go up here. So no need for foundation in the hairline. I know it seems a little light on the camera, but it's really not. Like it matches perfectly to that. I don't know, whatever. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, and this one again is the M27 Warm, same one that I use under my brows to carve them. I'm gonna just go straight in here. I like to go just kind of where the indentation of my nose goes, just right under there, and it kind of contours my nose a little bit, but not a lot. I don't like the super snatched like nose contour. I don't do anything crazy. I also don't use like cream contours on myself or on clients actually. It's just not my thing. You know, to each their own. And since I do like to keep my waterline bare, I try to get my concealer as close to the lash line as possible. So I literally go just right in there. Okay, with my beauty blender, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with, again, with this Badescu facial spray. Spray that just a little bit to get a little damp, and we're gonna work that in. And I'm just gonna go down the bridge of my nose with that same concealer to give my nose just a little more definition. Again, not very much. I'm a fan of contour, but not like heavy contour, if you know what I mean. All right, to set all of that, I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D, what is this? Kat Von D translucent powder to set everything. And I don't like to bake except for under my eyes. Make sure I tap everything so it's not settled in the creases before I bake it, because then you're just gonna look old, you're gonna look wrinkly. So make sure you don't make that mistake. And again, right on my nose. Okay, and just a little bit here. Okay, and then for the rest of my face, I actually just go in with a fluffy brush. I don't know where this is from. I've had it also for a really long time. So I just like to tap it all in. And notice how this looks like just a little crazy. Well, we're gonna go in with some contour or some bronzer, whatever you wanna call it. Contour, bronzer, I don't really know. So for my contour, I'm gonna go in with the same thing I used on my eyelids. It's the Ben Nye Cork eyeshadow, and with, where'd my brush go? Oh my God, where'd it go? Okay. And I'm gonna use this tapered brush by Morphe. It's the M438. It just kind of looks like that, and just go basically around the perimeter of my face. So I really like this tapered one because it really gets right into the hollows of my cheeks here. And I like to just blend it upwards. So of course you start a little darker on like the hairline here, and then you blend it outwards and upwards, if that makes sense. Outwards and upwards, yeah. Or inwards, is this inwards? Yo, listen, I live in the hood, okay? There's helicopters going around all the time, so you're gonna be hearing them a lot. All right, with that being said, make sure everything's blended in. Like so. All right, and so for my nose contour, I go in with this NYX eyeshadow, and this one is in the color Tryst. And so this one is actually not super warm. I'm going to be using this Morphe number E55 brush. It looks something like that. Okay. This is going right in the indentations of like this, of my nose here. That's where it's going to start. I don't go too far in where it looks fake, and it just, that's not the shape of my nose at all. This actually is. It just, you know, accentuates it a little more because obviously I still have like that bone. And then I go into my eyelids here just to ensure that everything is blended and there's no harsh lines. All right, so for my highlight, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator. It's a very nice champagne color. Kind of washes it out. But anyway, I'm going in with this tiny little brush. I don't know where this one's from either. Doesn't have a name. Just like to go down the bridge of my nose very lightly. This is honestly my favorite like highlight. I don't like it on my cheeks or anything, but right here, girl. I'm also gonna go into the tear ducts to brighten that up. Okay, you can see that. For blush, I like to use the MAC blush in the color Peaches. I've already hit pan. This is one of my favorites. It's a nice peachy color. All right, and again, don't know the name of this brush. Does the job. It's a big fluffy brush. I'm just going into the apples of my cheeks and working my way upwards. We're actually gonna go back into the eyes. I like to keep my waterline nude, so I'm gonna go in with, oh my god, this is so tiny because it's so old. I've had it for so long. It's the Sephora waterproof eyeliner. It's in the color Coconut. It's not a white color, it's nude. I would say like it's an eye, I don't know, whatever. It's the color of a coconut. So I'm gonna go right into my waterline. It's okay if you get it on your lash because I actually like it to look super duper bare because of the way I do my eyelashes, which I'll show you next. So just take the tip of my mascara wand, and I mean, I have long lashes as it is, so it's not very hard to achieve this look. Let's see if you can see that. So they're very twiggy like, but I never really, you know, that's not necessarily what I was going for. It just kind of turned out that way. I just love this look because it kind of it's like a nice contrast, and see, like, it makes my eyes look just a little bigger with a little more oomph, you know. All right, so I went ahead and did both eyes, and now I'm gonna go in with a lip. I'm gonna pop on a pretty neutral lip, and I recently just picked up this NYX lip pencil in the color Cappuccino, and I'm obsessed. It's like a perfect shade for my complexion. All right, once you look like a chola, I'm gonna go in with a, let me see what color this is. I'm so bad at this. Oh, right here, Ruffle Trim, and it's also by Nyx. Okay, so I want to pop that on. I am actually going over the lip pencil, by the way. Let's get a close-up. Work it. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Very simple, very quick and easy peasy. I need an outro. Y'all help. All right, for real. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys like. If you do, please like and subscribe. Is that how it goes? Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Catch you on the next one.